Okay, hello. So this is gonna be the most random ass video ever. I have a bunch of fidget toys, and the reason I have them is that I was seeing this guy who has ADHD, so I thought that he might like fidget toys, so I bought a bunch of them. But we broke up after I could ever give it to him, so might as well show them since I don't really play with them that much, but they're pretty fun, I would say. Okay, first of all, this is not technically a fidget toy, but I mean, anything can be a fidget toy. But this one is just a notebook. It's from Target. I don't really need more notebooks, but when I saw it at the stationery aisle in Target, I was like, this is so cute, I need to have it. However, it did not come with enough of these letters to spell out all the curse word that I wanted, but that's okay. Maybe I shouldn't peel off everything. I also don't remember where I put the bag of letters, but that's gonna be okay. I don't know if I should be talking about this. I don't know. I don't really mind oversharing on the internet, so so last year I ended actually I think it was mutual. I went through a breakup that was the most devastating thing, at least emotionally, that happened since I became an adult. So I was fucked up. I could not leave my bed for days. I didn't eat. I was just crying all the time. And at that point, we haven't seen each other in almost like 2 years. It was long distance, by the way. Don't do long distance, kids. Especially not when like both of you have no there's no end. There's no there's no plan to get together at some point. Like, I actually couldn't leave the country due to visa reasons, so I like asked to pay for his flight ticket, but he did not. He didn't want to do that for some reason, and we just never saw each other again. So it marks 2 years this January of us last seeing each other. Even though we had been like no contact since, I think it was since last September. He forgot my birthday, by the way, but that doesn't matter. I actually freaked out this January and called him crying, and he doesn't really give a shit as usual. Or maybe I'm just someone who, maybe he's too used to that. Maybe I was, there's a word, is it called like weaponized vulnerability? Because I was used to go to him when I feel really bad, so that became an unhealthy habit. And I guess I did it again this January when I started feeling really bad. But I guess this guy couldn't respond the way that I wanted him to. So maybe it was probably a good decision that it ended. Okay, so this is a tango. I didn't know about this brand before, but apparently it's like, sorry about that noise, I'll cut it out. I didn't know about this brand before until I went to look up fidget toys. I need to play this more because it's kind of fun. Now maybe move on to the next guy. I actually did not expect I would have sort of a fling this soon. I mean, maybe it's not so soon since I last saw my ex 2 years ago, but in my mind I guess I was still not over him. But in the past March I have met this guy on vacation, and he was very like intense at the start, saying all sorts of romantic things, and I have never been pursued before. Fun fact. It just kind of like with my ex, it just kind of happened because we've known each other for a very long time online. But with this guy, he actually got me flowers and waited outside where I stayed and basically begged me to be his girlfriend. And that might seem like a red flag, but at the time I also told him that I'm on vacation, I'll be leaving soon, and I am not ready for a relationship. But he insisted, and after like 5 days I caved. I am someone who falls under no pressure, so 5 days is actually a lot for me. So I guess, and after that I just left because I was on vacation. So that became a long distance again. Honestly, I think it was I told myself I would never do long distance relationship again after the heartbreak. but I guess I don't know how to say no, which is a very problematic thing. But this relationship, or should I just quote unquote relationship, only lasted like 5 weeks. I guess I should have seen it coming, because he like started to pursue me after a week of knowing each other, and it was like very, very intense. I forgot what I was trying to say, so I'm actually just gonna play with the fidget toys and zoom out. This one doesn't make a lot of sound because it's covered in silicone, or I don't think it's silicone. It's kind of plasticky, but it's also a little squishy. I don't know. And this one was actually my old roommate's. She moved out and forgot to take this, and she said I can have it, so. I don't know what it's called. Is it like a magic cube? It might be a little disrespectful to call someone a rebound, and I never thought I would be someone who would have a rebound. But I guess this is what that was. I wasn't devastated after we broke up because I kind of saw it coming, and he was kind of a walking red flag. Like how he started talking about marriage, how he thinks I'm the one after like 3 weeks of knowing each other. It might sound a little, how do I say, is it childish or ignorant? Naive. It might sound a little naive, but I've never been told that. Like, he said, "Oh, you need to be my wife." I was like, my first response was like, "What the hell? I barely know you." But in like a part of me was like, is this something I wanted? And maybe I started imagining a future together. I know it's not like bad or silly to say that, but I honestly thought I would never want to get married. And still, I think it's completely fine to never get married. I would be completely fine and happy on my own. But if the right person comes along, honestly, he was not the right person, but just in case. This is like sometimes I feel like, is hormone actually controlling my brain? Is this what my heart really wants? At least I'm still very very certain that I do not want to give birth to a child. If I'm like super rich, I might consider adoption, but I don't think I'm ever gonna become rich. These are not technically not fidget toys. They're just like bottle caps that I collected because they have pretty colors and they happen to stack on each other. I do realize that it's a weird angle and my hand is covering most of the screen. I don't really care though. Oh, this is so random. Maybe I should stop talking. Okay, they actually fit right. They fit inside of each other. That's so weird. Could be like a button. Guys, I have a bunch of texture stickers. I have a few on my laptop. I would say that they're actually helpful. Just like rub on them vigorously when you're anxious. It does sound good with long nails. Oh, it's a maze. Emotion wheel. This is a little weird because the texture made it hard to read the words. Excited, cheerful. Should I be asking questions like those interview type ASMR videos? What emotions are you feeling today? Are you happy, sad, angry, fearful, or what even is this? Surprised. Why is surprised an emotion? I don't know. How many characters are in Inside Out? 5, right? And then they added like 4 more. And then Nostalgia in the second movie. So like angry was red. I honestly didn't understand why people think blue is a sad color. I guess it's just cultural difference. I like blue. It's peaceful and it makes me think of nice things. I don't think blue is a sad color. Happy. Yeah, blue could be a happy color. Does this actually say peaceful? Okay. I don't know what color would be peaceful. Maybe the rainbow. Surprised. It's very hard to like describe a surprise. Anyways, I think one of my therapists gave me this one. It's just a pretty thing. It's a star. I think it's a similar texture to this one. It actually says stars here. Another similar one. This one doesn't make as much noises as I would like it to, but it's still a nice texture. I would actually say my favorite texture are just these streaks. The last fidget toy are these magnetic balls. Was I whispering? I feel like I was not whispering. Okay, I'm not gonna whisper. Why did I smack my lip like that? Anyways. These also doesn't make a sound, but these are pretty fun, and I really like how it feels because it's like a very soft silicone, but it does get like, I do get a little, it does get repetitive really quick, like I don't really know what to do with it. I did came up with this kind of dumb way to play it, and I'm going to show you right now. And you take one of the balls, since it's magnetic, this would happen. actually saw this brand at Blick Art Materials. So, and then I looked up, it's called, the brand is Specs. I didn't get it at first, but then like the second time I was there, I thought they looked interesting, so I bought them. And then I looked up the brand online and realized they also make like those squish toys, squishies. However, they do not offer free shipping. Their items are already kind of pricey, and the shipping costs like $15. I found online that they actually used to have free shipping over $75, but now they don't do that anymore, so I guess I won't be buying them. I guess I'm not really into squishes anyway. I heard that like some people collect them and they just have a bunch of squishies. Okay, I'm actually kind of hungry. I'm gonna try to cook something after filming. And I have like another bag of dumplings as well. These ones come in different sizes. Maybe it would be fun to like organize them. Oh god. What is going on? It's actually quite interesting. Oh. Magnets are so interesting. Like, how does it work? I know we've like learned about them in elementary school, but I don't think I can actually like explain how they work. Something force field. I don't think it's force field. Magnetic field. Oh my god, it's actually kind of cool. Look at this pattern. It's kind of like those chain mails, except that it's not a chain and it just falls apart the moment the magnet leaves. That sounded like my mental health. My hand is on the screen again. Sorry about that. I actually spent some time organizing these, like until by their shape, no, by their size. But I guess this will be the end of this video. Thanks for listening to me yap, and it's honestly, I don't know why this is so random. we might see each other again sometime.